Hello, I am Kristen Barnes, and I will be interviewing a caregiver at a daycare, at a local daycare. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Kristen Barnes. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. I am the oldest of two children. I went to school at Summer Creek High School, graduated from Baylor University, and I received the honor of summa cum laude of my college, and my major was in childcare.
So, what are your career goals?
I am aspiring to eventually be a high school principal, but I really have a love for little kids, like newborns and things like that. And so for me to be able to start out working with them would be an amazing opportunity because I just love being around them.
How do you define success for yourself?
Success for me would be to just influence every person I meet every day on a positive note. Like, make someone smile every day. That would be my goal as a person.
So, what are your experiences with 3-year-olds?
With 3-year-olds, I volunteered the summer after my junior. I volunteered at a local daycare called Primrose Daycare, and I took care of 26 3-year-olds with 2 other teachers. And that was a huge eye-opener as to what 3-year-olds and toddlers in general were like and what their behavior was like. And it gave me a really good opportunity to manage that age group. And in those following summers, I continued to volunteer at daycares with other various ages from newborns all the way up to 5-year-olds.
How do you handle working in a fast-paced and pressured environment like that?
I'm sorry?
How do you handle working in a fast-paced and pressured environment like that?
When you're around toddlers, like especially 3-year-olds and under, it's very important to remain calm and keep collected because they're watching your every move, and whatever emotions that you portray, they're going to portray right back at you. And if you're scared and panicky, they're going to panic also. So how I do it is I just explain to them in a way that they'll be able to understand what's going on and say, okay, we have to leave the classroom right now. There's an issue in the kitchen, like if there were a fire. There's an issue in the kitchen, so we have to leave right now. Let's go. That's how I would handle it. And number one, just make sure that I don't lose my cool or my calm or anything like that.
What are your strengths and some of your weaknesses?
My strength is also a weakness, if that makes sense. I'm a huge perfectionist. That means that I have to have everything done the right way, looking the right way, functioning the right way, operating effectively and efficiently. And that's a good thing because I always produce my best, 100%, 110% actually, in what I do. And it's also a weakness because I don't stop until I get perfection. And that can be detrimental to my success by me not being able to see how much I've accomplished and just concentrating on, okay, I need to get this done, I need to get this done, I need to get this done. And not actually taking a moment to look back and say, hey, you know what? I've done a lot and I've done a really good job at it. And so that's how my strengths and my weaknesses relate.
So, why do you think you deserve this job out of all the people?
I think that I deserve this job because I have worked so hard to come to this point, and I'm imagining taking this job as a springboard into a career that I would love to pursue in the future, and that I feel that I would take advantage of the opportunity of this job. I'd take the most advantage of it because it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I know that I'll enjoy it.
So, would you rather be a leader or a follower in this case?
I prefer to be a leader, but as all great leaders know, that a great leader must also be a great follower. So though I prefer to be leader, I won't always be the leader at times. Sometimes I'll have to be the follower. Sometimes I will have to be the leader. Just depends on what situation I'm in. And so both have its positives, both have its negatives, but yes, ultimately a leader.
Okay. How do you work with others, especially parents? In this case?
Parents, I can understand that they're very, normally, especially the first time parents, they're very cautious about how their children are being handled. They always want to know what's going on because it's their baby, and I mean, you don't just give your baby to anybody for them to take care of while you're
I
at work.
understand that.
And so the way I would deal with them is just to assure them, eye contact, shake the hand, firm handshake, that their child is in good care, and I will check in with them every few hours to let them know how their child is doing. Maybe send them a photo, an email, say, here's little Johnny playing on the little Tykes machine toy, and just to like reassure them that I do have their best interests, their child's best interest at heart, and I'm going to do everything to make sure that they're receiving the best care and treatment, and they're safe where they are.
So demonstrate to me, just in this case, how would you, if I was a parent, how would you demonstrate to me as me, a worried parent, new, and don't know what's going on here? How would you deal with that?
Well, first I'd say, hi sir, my name is Kristen Barnes. I will be taking care of your child today. Little Johnny, 3 years old, right?
That's
Okay.
right.
Yes. And I understand that, being a parent, it's very nerve-wracking leaving your child here with me, a total stranger.
Yeah.
I'd just like to assure you that little Johnny will be fine, okay? I will send you text messages throughout the day, letting you know what's going on, send you pictures. If you want any special information, I'll let you know too, whatever you want. And if he shows any sign of discomfort or nervousness, just want to let you know that that's natural, and by next week he will be over it. And but if it does persist after next week, we'll have to have a parent teacher conference and discuss that issue. But little Johnny's gonna be doing fine. He's already playing with his friends over there, so I don't think there's anything that you should be worried about.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Now, next question. Final and not least. Why do you want to work here? Out of all the places in Texas, any daycare, why this one?
I have chose this daycare because I love the atmosphere that it has with it. It's a very supportive, loving, friendly atmosphere, which not all daycares have, surprisingly. I feel that I can really fit into this environment just because of my personality, along with you all's personality. It's very vibrant and energizing, and you love kids. That's the most important thing. You have a passion for kids, and of course that is the most important thing whenever you're running a daycare business. And whenever I stepped into this building, I felt that, and so I was like, you know what, this is where I want to be. This is where I see myself, and so that's why I chose to come here.
Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you, Miss Barnes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Barnes.
Hello, Miss Barnes.
Hi, Mr. Barnes. I will be conducting your interview today, and I understand you are applying for the position of a caregiver of 3-year-olds at the daycare?
Affirmative.
Okay, great. So tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a 14-year-old student in middle school. I was born in Houston, Texas. Well, Baytown, Texas. I go to the school, Wood Creek Middle School, and I am the head of student council and a very trusted person in the principal and respected by many teachers.
Wow, very nice. So, what are your career goals?
Well, my career goals are to aim higher and higher each time. Like, for, say, I go for this job, maybe I can I become a higher position and higher, and maybe one day I'll probably even own the place. What do you know?
Not so fast. So, how do you define success for yourself?
Well, success for me is achieving the goal of goals. Actually, doing beyond what I thought I would do.
Oh, that's very nice. Good. Okay. Cool. So what experience do you have with 3-year-olds?
Well, I babysit my 3-year-old brother all the time. I know how he behaves. I know how to expect, what to expect whenever I'm unexpecting. And I think I've gone through a lot more 3-year-olds from my friends and my close relatives and close family. And I've babysitted their 4 or 5 3-year-olds, and they all seem to act in a similar way. So I think this job would be the best for me at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, great. How do you handle working in a fast-paced and pressured environment?
Well, funny you should say that. I in the world of babysitting, basically, or in the world of basically doing your job, anything can happen at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Baby could start, the 3-year-old or toddler can start crying. He can get injured, and you have to be there at all times to help him, or help him mentally or emotionally, or maybe even physically, and give him the right need and the right care for him to go on through the day and actually go home with his parents happy.
Yes. Okay. So what are some of your strengths and your weaknesses?
Well, funny you should say that. My strengths are basically everything in this area, but my weaknesses are more like whenever whenever there's a lot of confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Confusion in the terms of being, excuse me, the whole business is discombobulated. Not everything's working out right, and everything's just falling apart. And at those times, you have to know what to do. And sometimes I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes I actually have trouble with that.
Why do you think you deserve this job?
I think I deserve this job because, well, I deserve this job because I've actually worked pretty hard on it. It took me a lot of courage to even come up here today and actually show my face in a business as good as this, and actually try for this. And I don't think a lot of kids my age could actually have the guts to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Just in 8th grade, not like, and you're like 10 times older than we are. Not in an offensive way, but you're older than me and more mature than me.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright, so, are you a follower or a leader?
I'm more of a leader. I don't like, well, I shouldn't say I don't like, but I'm not very comfortable with following someone that that probably probably who doesn't know what he or she's doing. If I'm gonna be a leader, I have to know what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and how I'm going to do it. Or else the place would just be unorganized, and we wouldn't want that to happen. That would be a very bad situation.
Very bad. Okay, so how do you work with others, especially parents?
Well, I would tell them. Well, do you mind if I use you as a demonstration?
Sure.
Okay, you are the parent and I'm me. Hello, Miss McBride. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm fine. Oh, your little son Timmy is going to do fine here. We are learning a lot today, and it's gonna be a really fun day today. He might feel it's first day. He might be a little nervous and maybe even a little scared, but we'll help him get over that. And by the next few days, that will be gone. He'll be playing with his new friends or old friends that he's already had. And if you want me, you could sign this waiver, and you could you could tell me what you want for me to do if you want updates for your child, like send photos, give you weekly updates on social networks like Facebook, Twitter, tell you how he's doing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. He'll be doing fine today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you want to work here?
Out of all the places, I want to work here because for me, it's better than all the other daycares I see out there. Some I see just some I don't even see that kids should be even raised in that environment.
What do you think makes a good daycare then?
I mean, a good daycare makes friendly, nice teachers, fun activities while still learning, and a place where the kids feel welcome.
Okay.
And like, I can actually call this place home, in a way. So, and I chose this place because it's the nicest out of all the daycares I've seen in the area. It looks like the happiest kids are there. Always see them through the window while I'm driving while my mom is driving me, and I see, hey mom, those kids look really, really happy. Maybe I should do it, and maybe I should apply for a job to make them even happier. And then she said it was a good idea.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Barnes, for your time. And I will be getting back to you on whether we decide to hire you or not.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Okay.